Imagine a world just like ours. Almost. In that world, there is another you. This other you might look the same, they might talk the same, but their life could be very different. Maybe they made a different choice one day, a small choice like turning left instead of right. This choice led them down a new path. A new life unfolds there. What if this other you is happy? What if they achieve dreams you only think about? Or perhaps they face challenges you avoided. The idea is mind-bending, isn't it? Thinking about these other selves can be strange. Are there countless versions of us out there, each living a unique story, a different fate in a world unseen? Some scientists today think it might be real. They explore ideas about parallel universes. These are other worlds existing alongside ours. They are hidden from our view, yet possibly real. Could our universe be just one among many? These questions push the limits of our imagination. Our universe has a beginning. Scientists call it the Big Bang. About 13.8 billion years ago it all started. Everything we see was once tiny, smaller than a single atom, incredibly hot and dense. Then it began to expand very, very fast. This expansion created space and time as we know them. It led to the stars and galaxies we see today in the night sky. Some theories suggest an event called cosmic inflation. This was an even faster expansion. Imagine blowing up a balloon incredibly quickly. The universe expanded faster than the speed of light. This happened for a tiny fraction of a second, but it had huge effects on our universe's shape and structure. Cosmic inflation smoothed out the early universe. It made it flat and uniform mostly. This matches what we observe today through our telescopes. Imagine cosmic inflation as an ocean. This ocean is always bubbling and expanding outward. Sometimes a bubble forms in this vast cosmic ocean. This bubble stops inflating inside its own boundaries. It becomes a new universe like ours. Our universe could be one such bubble that formed. It cooled down and formed stars, planets, and galaxies. But the ocean around it keeps inflating, creating more space. This process is called eternal inflation. It suggests that new bubble universes are always forming. An endless number of them perhaps stretching into infinity. Each bubble is a self-contained universe. It has its own space and its own time. These universes are incredibly far apart from each other, separated by the ever-expanding inflationary ocean. We cannot see them or travel to them with current technology. What's more, each bubble might be different. The laws of physics could vary in each one. Some universes might be very strange and exotic. Others might be similar to ours or even identical in some ways. So our universe might not be unique. It could be just one tiny part of a much larger reality. Another path to parallel universes comes from string theory. String theory is a very ambitious idea in physics. It tries to explain all forces and particles in nature. It says everything is made of tiny vibrating strings. These strings are much smaller than atoms, unimaginably small. Different vibrations of these strings create different particles, like different musical notes from a single violin string. This theory needs something extra to work mathematically. That extra thing is more dimensions of space. We know 3 dimensions of space in our daily lives: up, down, left, right, and forward, backward. We also know 1 dimension of time, which flows forward. String theory suggests there are more spatial dimensions, perhaps 10 or 11 dimensions in total for reality. So where are these extra dimensions hiding? Why don't we see them in everyday life around us? String theory says these extra dimensions are hidden. They could be very, very small, curled up tightly, curled up, like a tiny straw seen from far away. Imagine a long garden hose. From a distance it looks like a line, but up close, you see it has a circular surface. The extra dimensions could be like that tiny circle. Section 5, Beyond Our Brain, the landscape of string theory. If our universe is a brain, are there others? String theory allows for the existence of many brains. These brains could be floating in the higher dimensional bulk. Each brain could be a parallel universe separate from ours. Some might be very close to ours in the extra dimensions. Others could be incredibly far away in that larger space. Each brain universe could have its own set of particles, and perhaps even its own distinct physical laws and constants. Imagine sheets of paper stacked together closely. Each sheet is a universe, a distinct brain. They exist in the same room, which represents the bulk. But creatures living on one sheet might not know about the others. This is one way string theory pictures a multiverse, a collection of brain worlds existing in parallel. Our universe is just one sheet in this cosmic stack. There could be countless others existing nearby in higher dimensions. Could these brain universes interact with each other? Maybe. Gravity is a special force in these theories. Some theories suggest gravity might leak between brains. If so, it could have subtle, measurable effects. Effects we might one day be able to detect with sensitive instruments. This could explain why gravity seems weaker than other forces. Section 6. Every choice, a new reality, the many worlds view. Quantum mechanics is the science of the very small. It describes the strange behavior of atoms and particles. It has a peculiar feature. Particles can be in many states at once. This is called superposition, a fundamental quantum concept. Like a coin spinning in the air, it's both heads and tails. But when we measure it, we only see one state. The coin lands, and it's either heads or it's tails. What happens to the other possibilities that existed before? The many worlds interpretation offers a bold answer. It was proposed by Hugh Everett III in the 1950s. He said all possibilities actually happen. When a quantum measurement is made, the universe splits. It splits into multiple universes, each distinct. In one universe, the coin is heads, as observed. In another identical universe, the coin is tails. Every quantum event creates new branches of reality constantly. This means there are countless universes. An infinite number, perhaps, always growing. Every time a quantum choice occurs, the world divides. Think of all the quantum events happening constantly. Everywhere. All the time, in every atom and particle. This creates an ever-branching tree of universes. Section 7. Whispers from beyond searching for multiverse clues. Are these ideas of parallel universes testable? Can we find any evidence for them in our cosmos? This is a very hard question for scientists to answer. These other universes are, by their very definition, separate. Direct observation is likely impossible with current methods, but there might be indirect clues we could find, faint whispers from beyond our own cosmic horizon. Scientists are looking for these subtle hints in various data. One place to look is the cosmic microwave background, or CMB. This is the faint afterglow of the Big Bang. It fills our entire universe with faint microwave radiation. If our bubble universe collided with another bubble long ago, it might have left a mark, an imprint on the CMB, like a bruise or a cold spot in the temperature map. Some scientists have claimed to see such patterns, but the evidence is not yet clear or strong enough for confirmation. Quantum entanglement is another strange quantum phenomenon. Two particles can be linked in a special way, no matter how far apart. What happens to one particle instantly affects the other. Einstein famously called it spooky action at a distance. Some wonder if entanglement hints at deeper connections. Section 8. Our place in the vast cosmos. Living with infinite possibilities. What does all this mean for us personally? For our lives, our choices, our sense of existence? If there are other universes, our world is not unique. We are part of a much larger, grander reality than we thought. This can feel both humbling and incredibly exciting. It means there are infinite possibilities out there. Every path not taken in your life might be real somewhere else. Another you is living that alternative story in another world. This idea can change how we see ourselves and our place. It makes life seem even more precious and remarkable. And perhaps our choices more meaningful in our own branch. Even if other versions exist, this version is ours to live. This life, this experience is unique to us here and now. The thought of a multiverse expands our minds greatly. It challenges us to think big, beyond our immediate surroundings, to wonder about the deepest nature of reality and existence. These theories are not just wild guesses or science fiction. They come from our best attempts to understand the universe, from cosmic inflation, string theory, and quantum physics. These are leading areas of scientific research today. Scientists don't propose such radical ideas lightly. They are based on rigorous mathematics and careful observation.